You guys know what that means. It's time to go gun hunting. Me and Grant are about to drive out to Nebraska and meet up with all the Whitetail Adrenaline guys. Grant's coming from Denver and I'm coming from Iowa. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Just hopped in the car, started her up, and I'm about to take off for Nebraska. We'll go meet up with those guys and see what we can get into. I've been watching Whitetail Adrenaline for a long time. Just recently met some of the guys and they invited us out on this Nebraska muzz hunt. Got a little bit of free time here and gonna meet up with Grant and see if we can kill something. If you guys have never watched their videos, they actually make DVDs. They make a DVD every year of their previous year's hunting. When they come out with a DVD, it's from 1 year ago basically. Anyway, if you wanna see more of their videos, I'll put a link in the description to their website and you can go check them out. But I'm gonna start driving and get out there and meet up with those guys. Sounds like I gotta stop at a Bass Pro Shops or something and get a few extra bullets for Tanner because he's having a little trouble with his gun. So make a quick pit stop about halfway, pick up some extra ammunition and get to hunting with these guys. The last time we were out in Nebraska for muzzleloader season was in 2019, and that's when Grant and Dylan were interns. Me, Grant, Dylan, and Zach all went out there for about 5 days and we ended up getting 2 bucks. Zach shot his like 7 miles deep on a piece of public, hiked all the way in there through some sand hills and ended up getting on a real nice buck. He killed that one, and then the following day we did the same thing on a piece that looked about the same on the map, and Grant was able to shoot his buck the next day. We've had a good bit of luck on this Nebraska muzz season. We'll see how this trip goes.
Welcome to Nebraska.
That's a freaking mountain lion.
Hey, cat.
Not much.
You want to kill tonight?
I'm ready.
What's up, buddy?
Not much. How's it going?
Good, dude. It's like a camera show, like standoff right now. I feel like I'm in crossfire.
I saw he had his out. So
Yeah.
God, I better get mine out.
That's awesome. How's the trip over?
Good.
Good, dude.
About 5 hours.
Good. Well, we're really excited to have Ted here
Well,
with
heck
us,
yeah.
man. We got a guy that can probably actually show us where some deer are in Nebraska because God knows we can't find any right now.
It looks like right out here might be.
Yeah, right?
We
always said, like, I wonder if we could just push this. So.
I just woke up from a nap, so.
You did?
Yeah, Tanner almost got rear-ended.
Oh, no.
Major accident out here.
Did you sleep through it?
But I woke up real clean and mean.
Grant, right?
Tanner?
Yeah, hey, Brandon. Nice to meet you.
How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Because right now it's pretty bleak in this area.
The
He
only thing
probably
we're
filled
killing
you in
today is probably a
already.
couple bush lights.
Not a lot of deer tracks.
This is Grant.
Nice to
How's it
meet
going?
you. I
Yeah,
feel like maybe
nice
I
to meet you,
Ted.
How's
I
it
never
going?
did.
I
Grant,
know,
nice
never
to
met.
meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
So.
You seen any out there or what?
Nothing too.
Fawns. We're contemplating on just putting one of them on the Blackstone though.
That'd be
It's just an
alright.
expensive fawn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I was shooting a $300 fawn.
I got that cruising.
Well, I couldn't hit at 230, so we're gonna
Well, then
try.
I wonder if I should run the boar snake to my gun. Like,
It wouldn't hurt. Why wouldn't it?
Whose
I forgot
dots
my
are which
socket,
here?
though.
That's my dot.
So he wants a top dot. Oh, dude, you were shooting high.
Right.
You should create a new one down here.
I'm taking is whichever one my bullet lands closest to.
Yeah, shooting the guns. Apparently, this part of the state sucks based on their driving today. So make sure we're dialed, and tomorrow we'll find them. And if we see one, we'll kill it. We're just making sure we're deadly.
Top right. Look high to me.
Yeah. Well, what were you aiming at? The center dot.
Yeah, you're about a foot high.
Yeah, these are how normal scopes operate. For normal shooters, one of the two. I'm just not sure yet.
I'm just trying to hit a box. This crew.
It's a nice box out there.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
bum
It was
one.
nice. Here we go. Well, I'm not doing no harm to it.
What's going on?
Getting dialed here. A little further than the gun sighted in at.
Had her sighted in at 100. They're pretty close anyway.
Yeah, this is 164.4. Fire in the hole.
An inch to the right and an inch low of the top one.
Huh? You good?
So good.
An inch maybe to the right of the center.
Dialing in.
Hey, we're starting to get confidence built here with everybody. We're starting to get confidence built.
Oh yeah.
Well, I never heard that scope. That's from the way it was last year. That's why I missed 5 in.
I get that.
Well, last year you were making pretty good fun of me.
8 inches from the top of the box, 5 inches left. You're way more deadly with that thing. Way more.
Low the bullseye and an inch or 2 left. Dead deer.
I'm not saying shooting in the off season is a bad idea. That's a great idea too. But if I was to sight in a gun, it would be right before I go hunting.
I haven't started hunting yet. Been here 2 days, but it's been fun. Keeping it loose. Been partying with the Whitetail Adrenaline dudes. My first time meeting them. You'd met them before, haven't you? Yeah, met Jared last spring. Went turkey hunting with him. Met some of the other guys at Sturgeon Spearing. So yeah, it was my first time meeting them. Been hanging out, getting the gun sighted in. We actually made a big move this morning because where we started just wasn't a great area of the state. I guess it got hit by EHD and there wasn't as much good terrain. This is looking a lot better. Jared's driving around, Tanner's driving around, and then Ted and I, we're gonna converge tonight and probably do some drives tomorrow. Cool stuff. So far we've seen an ostrich. It's terrifying.
Dude, its feathers are. That thing could knock me out with a peck.
Oh, probably. Bunch of turkeys and not a deer. No deer yet. But this area, yeah, like Grant said, this area looks a lot better. Looks similar to some of the other stuff we've hunted in Nebraska. Ostrich. That ostrich. I'm gonna have to get one. Start looking at prices. Don't you think it could just knock you out if it pecked you? Probably. Kicked you or something. What do you think of it? Looks good. Let's see. The sun's not helping. If you go across this one, I can see this being a spot we come in tomorrow, depending on what they see. But like, this is definitely the best area we've found today.
Tell you what, it's one of those mornings when you walk out of the house and it's immediately cold and you're like, hope we can KO early. What do we need?
I don't think we need anything, do we?
Good luck, boys.
Thank you.
One of us better find some deer today.
I think we will.
I feel good about today.
Yep.
Yep. That's why we're up and at 'em and we can't even see the sun peeking over the crest yet.
Getting an early start this morning.
Right?
Could be a heck of a day. We're ready to go. It's the first time I hadn't seen the sun up when I woke up since this trip started. Go get them, boys.
Yep, we will. Good luck.
Tenderloins tonight.
Yeah, somebody bring camp meat back.
Good crew. Great crew, actually. Getting one of the more fun groups I've hunted with. And they already got like the whole camera thing down, you know? Yeah. So it's just like, makes it easy. Yeah. Jeez. You fired up? I'm fired up. Alright, me too. Hey, we're gonna be some public by daylight. We're gonna be ready to go. Yeah. Get on one. What do you think? I think that somebody will kill something today or get real close. I think I'm gonna need some fingers on these gloves. Probably. Alright, it's day 2 of hunting. I've been here for 3 days. We've done a lot of bouncing around. Made a huge move yesterday. Like 2.5 hours to a new area. And we all split up this morning. I think
It's Jared, Tanner, and then us are the 3 groups.
Yep.
We just checked this one out and didn't look. Probably could have told you it wasn't gonna be good just by driving around it, but there's not much else around, so we got out for a minute. We're just gonna keep cruising most of the day. Just try to find a spot that's got deer, looks good general area, and then we'll break it down from there. But it was not that spot.
Nope, we're not in it yet.
It's cold too, 5 degrees.
Yeah, it's been warm the past 2 days, and then today it dropped a bunch, so should be deer up moving around at some point.
Yeah, it's make your nose hurt type cold.
Yep. The gloves just are gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
Is that what you're running?
Yeah. Look like I'm the radio guy. Put your headphones on.
There you go.
Dirt, dirt, dirt. Oh yeah. These sticks don't collapse for whatever reason.
I think they do. We just can't figure it out.
Well, we don't want to be seeing one of them. Probably lose it in there.
Good chance.
But I'd rather look for it there than out there. So we just drove like 2.5 hours from where our group camp is and started seeing. We saw a few mule deer does up here just now. We're gonna hike in a good ways through these sand hills to like some of these more isolated marshes where we've seen deer before. Incredibly cold. Broke out the ski mask.
And those fancy
My
gloves.
skiing gear, my fancy sleigh bells gloves. Dad's got 3 pounds of meat. A little bit.
I got 3 pounds of lunch meat, so I think
A little bit of water. We're both cold to start, and it's midday, so you know it's going to get rough out there. But I told Ted, as long as you're cold too, I don't really care. I just don't want to be the only one. We just finished glassing this first spot. And decent. I could imagine some deer coming out of these cottonwoods at the end. But I think we're looking for a little better than this. We did see 2 coyotes crossing the ice, which is pretty cool. So we've seen them doing that in years past. I think we're looking for a little more habitat than this. There's like little pockets that I think could probably be good, but I don't think it's holding a lot of deer. And I haven't seen many tracks coming in, so we keep pushing. We've got a couple spots to check out on our way in, and then we'll pick one that looks the best and watch it for the evening. There's a little bit of wind, so you can kind of like sneak through the sand hills and pop up and be under 100 yards. So
Seems like a pretty good option.
it seems like there's a pretty good chance of that happening. If one's in there, I would imagine we'd get a shot, or we'd at least be in range for a second. As I'm trying to rip the hammer back. We were talking about how those coyotes just cover ground out here. Coming in there with tracks everywhere. And it's like probably from coyotes that are out here doing stuff too, you know?
Yeah.
I think they're just covered miles and miles and miles a day till they catch scent of something. Find something dead or find a mouse hole or whatever.
It's gotta be far and few between for their meals.
Yeah, it's bizarre how many coyotes there are for how barren it seems. Oh yeah. We've been walking up on coyotes too. Yeah. They've been spooking before we see them, but deer have no idea. So we're getting further and further in here, closer to where we want to be. Probably gone 2 miles or so, huh? Yeah. We probably got half a mile left. Signs finally started picking up. We started seeing tracks back here on the trails. And then we just saw our first deer. They don't have a clue what's going on. Nope. No buck. But gets the hopes up for this spot we're going to. Because it was looking pretty bleak when we first got in here. Yeah. Not a single track for like the first mile. But we're just going to like this marsh or lake feature in the back where we've seen a lot of deer before. Not in this particular spot, but in that habitat. We just stood up. There's 2 fawns over here, which are the ones we just saw initially. Just stood up to do a loop around. And now there's 3 more does there and 2 more does here. Now I got a total of 7. Just all in this little pocket of sand hills, which is incredibly bizarre because we just walked 2 miles with like no sign, no sightings. And they're just like tucked in here, 7 of them. I think we're gonna hang loose here a minute and see what else comes out. But holy cow, look at them all. Yeah, it wasn't worth our time. Started to get that feeling that it was just all done. And then sweet if that one bet it was a buck. Oh, dude. I think this will be real good down there. I do too. I'm really quite excited. I'm feeling pretty excited about it. Notice how the sand hills there are way darker than out here. Yeah. I think it's got more mix of like yucca and like this more diversity, I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah. Just sand and like a bluff. Well, it's more hard edges too, it seems like. Steeper. This is gnarly. It's a doe. Yeah. What's up with all the does? I don't know. Breakfast? Yeah, I'll take one of those. That's awesome. Oh, that hurt. Solid as a rock. Kill a man with that. What's the plan? We're deer driving today with the whole crew. Tired of not seeing much, so we're gonna get them moving. It's way warmer today. It's like 50. But I think we're taking 3 rigs. Are you riding with me? Yes, I think you ride with me probably. Yeah, we'll get them moving on our terms. I think standards are pretty low today for everybody, which makes it fun. Last day, hopefully we see an ostrich.
So this is a huge piece. We're gonna be in here a while. But I'm thinking Tanner and Paletta.
I can drive.
Well, this is the deal. It's kind of a drive, but it's kind of not. Me and Grant and Ted, we're gonna try to come in from here and cross, but I was looking at, and we might not be able to, which means we'd have to walk from right here. You guys can pretty much start right away, but just don't
get too carried away.
Get too. I mean, once you get back to this corner or something, just maybe chill out for a bit.
Nope. Ford Tough, baby. We're running all SUVs with hitch haulers, which is pretty interesting. We're doing a little drive here. Another pretty sizable move this morning. Slept in, got up late, got breakfast, fixed a flat tire, just getting going. 10:30. We do a couple drives here. I think pretty much any buck is green lighted. It's probably gonna get to where we're shooting does.
Could get that way since it's the last day.
These guys fly.
Way up there.
You gotta be working for it. Can you cross it?
Yeah. So I think that'll save us a lot of walking. There's another option though. We can either all go in up there, or one person can walk this stretch. The other one goes in above, and we can kind of do our own little drive on our way to them.
Yeah.
The problem with that though is send deer running that way, and then, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I'd say let's go in together.
I think so too.
Let's just like knock out this
And
drive.
and then we'll get a feel for it when we're walking through it if we should do this.
That might end up making this drive take double as long.
Exactly. Yeah. It's been a couple of years since I've been here. It's usually good for a lot of deer. So when he said I haven't seen any deer, I was like, it's not the place I remember. Matt loves carrying that around.
Yeah, it's my favorite setup.
Well, you sounded pretty excited on the other parking lot. Yeah, no, I'm taking the big one.
The mic's 3 times as big as your camera.
Yes.
Tanner and Brandon are miles that way, probably 3, I'd say, as the crow flies close to it. They're bringing a bunch of draws around to me and Grant and Ted and Matt. Have you done this one with me? I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great day. Nice sun. I think there'll be a bunch of deer in those draws, or at least I thought so until that guy drove up and said, yeah, I haven't seen any in days.
Hasn't seen any, barely has any.
And
on
he
his
had
camera.
he had the mood. He wasn't trying to hide anything. You could tell. He really hadn't seen a deer. I haven't seen any of these. You guys see any 4-legged creatures around here?
Seen 3 of them now.
I think it's going to be good back in here. I think there's going to be a lot of deer tucked back in. So if one guy loops up there and stays pretty high, and another guy goes down, and you see where that other little plateau point is just barely popping up over. If we're not careful, there'll be deer, I'm sure, on the other side of that. I'll let you pick. I don't care whichever order you want to do.
Let's go low, I'd say.
Well, it's your last day, so if I thought I knew, I'd put you there. But they can,
I don't think I know either. Let's go low.
I think that's a good plan. And then those
You guys are running this.
Yeah, we'll take that high. We'll probably get way up by the fence line. All right.
Let's do it.
I mean, don't be afraid if there's one coming my way, and he's whatever 150 or 200 yards up there, and it's safe. Don't be afraid to take a shot. I don't care.
Okay.
So, okay.
There you go.
All right. Good luck.
10-4. You tell him how you didn't speak up back there. I guess we went too far. I heard the wrong thing to do. Ted heard it right, but
What'd you hear?
What'd you hear? I thought we were just walking this end together. And then I thought I didn't know Tanner was coming through yet. Set up on this first drive. Tanner and Brandon are pushing this whole ditch through. Jared and Matt are up top there. But I think we're actually in a pretty good spot. We shoot this whole far hillside on this ditch. And this ditch comes together up there and then runs straight up to them. So if anything gets bumped by them, I'd imagine coming through this. Then again, maybe not.
Seems like the best bet. They follow the creek line up through here. Tanner and Brandon are coming from this direction, coming through here.
It's so open that you can shoot like 500 yards if you wanted to. I only shoot 150.
See him. Couple of does, I think.
Whitetail does.
Too much of something. I can't breathe. What do you guys see?
doe and a fawn. See those?
That's all we've seen is does and fawns too. Well, we'll try another one.
Was it as bad as it looked like, or what?
What?
I only saw 2 deer, other than this one down here.
What'd you see?
I only seen 2. Paletta seen more than that though.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, a lot broke to him for me.
So there was quite a few deer in there.
I mean, I don't know. He'll know more. I was down in the
Usually,
snag.
if they're gonna do that, they usually don't do it till here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've seen it here too, though.
He might know more about how many broke up.
Okay, I got what I think is the better one.
Good.
So,
I like better ones.
We saw, what, 5 whitetail, 2 muleys, and a coyote.
oh, you've seen muleys?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's sweet. You ever just momentarily forget what state you're in?
What state do you think you're in?
I just like didn't really know for a minute.
It ain't Mississippi, I'll
I
tell
feel like
you
you'd.
that.
I feel like you'd probably get that traveling. I just saw a little track. And I was like, oh, that looks like a javelina track. And then I was like, oh, we're in Nebraska.
We're going in for the second drive of the day. Me and Grant are getting up ahead, and Tanner and Jared are back there. They're gonna push some of this stuff out here to us. And Brandon's on the far end of this stuff, so we're just gonna get out here and what do you got?
Decent one.
Decent track?
Shooter. They all are right now.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say, what are your standards on this drive?
4 legs.
That's what I like to hear.
Actually, it could have 3. Could be a
It
hobbler.
could be 3. This is only our second drive of the day. Not sure if we're gonna get another one or not. I hope so, but we'll see how long this one takes.
See us.
There's that one. One down by that big cottonwood. There they go. You want to shoot one? You're not gonna shoot her, huh?
This 300-yard runner. 300-yard running fawn.
It seems like something you could pull off. How does it feel to pass up a few does like that?
Good. No regrets. I feel like maybe they were supposed to be that way. Yeah, and they're looking over here for me. It seems like no bucks still.
No bucks so far.
That makes our Nebraska trip probably close to 30 does.
Some fawns in there.
Couple fawns.
No
Couple
bucks.
pheasants and ostrich. And yes, we did see that mule deer spike, single spike.
Yeah, some velvet on its rack.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get one more drive in yet.
It's like a half a mile off from me.
That's what we were thinking.
And
We were like,
I dropped a pin. Like, I don't know what the deal is here. I dropped a pin to the parking lot and to where he should stand.
that's
And
what
I'm
we were
like,
thinking.
Did you
We
take
didn't
the
know.
wrong parking lot? But I pinned the parking lot. Obviously, you know, I saw you guys up here and I was like, I kind of figured you guys would be down. But then I was like, all of a sudden I'm like, well, wait a second here.
You ran like, what, 10 does by us or something?
Was there 10 that cut out?
You're back
Yeah,
on
about like that.
Cedars.
Once we popped out here, they come?
You
They're
guys are
right
still
when
in
you're
the cedars.
in line with them. They just snuck out the back.
Oh, they slipped back.
Yeah, they went through that
They did.
cut over there.
They're rascals down in there. I'll loop right over this hill and somebody should be over the bank. They might cut
Oh,
right
put
to
him.
the water's edge. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that'd be smart. And then they'll run that
Okay.
bank.
Hey, what are your standards on this drive?
4 legs.
That's what I like to hear. Could have had that bell though, huh?
I really wanted you to shoot her.
I was waiting for it to go. Oh yeah. More bucks come out of there. That last one, the initial group we kicked out. One side like that. Huh? Nice one. Nice one.
Yes, not good.
Yep, here we are with another tire. See, this is not
Whitetail-
made up.
Whitetail
This stuff
Adrenaline
happens.
Classic.
Jared, have you removed your primer? How far back? Oh man, way out.
One horner. Broken beam.
Oh, I love them.
More coming, 2 more. They kind of act like they're playing around. You know, like they got a frolic run to them. Not a,
Now they're all stopping.
I told you there was deer around here. Not much for bucks, period, let alone quality.
Grant, how good a shot are you?
My guy's a little pitch.